Good day, folks. It's time to get ready for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. And we've got final round coverage coming your way right now. Hello and welcome. It's great to have your company here on 2K Sports. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, right here in the booth. And out on the course is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. And Beamer, here we are at Innisbrook Resort, and there are few tests on the PGA Tour tougher than the Copperhead course.
Copperhead, does that sound like a friendly kind of snake to you? Something that you want to go up and pet and kind of hang out with and pal around and show your friend? Yeah, no, neither would I, yeah. That's what you get when you go to the Copperhead golf course. I mean, it swirls back and forth, it winds in and out, and it's probably, I think, one of the hardest driving golf courses we have on the PGA Tour. The guys who drive it straight, they love it. You know, obviously iron game and all that's important, but I think it comes down to if you drive it well, you're going to have more opportunities to find these smallish type greens. But again, there's nothing really super friendly or fun about a golf course named after a lethal snake that lives in the water. Yeah, no thanks.
Okay, let's see if this one sets the tone for the round today. Nicely done. Coming fresh off a win, this player's looking to go back-to-back here.
This player has more confidence, I believe, than any other player in the field at the moment. This should be another good week for him. Uh-oh, this one leaking out to the right.
This is a lengthy putt here. Ooh. This putt coming up is for birdie. Okay, let's head to the next.
And that should calm whatever nerves this player has. Nice opening hole.
Currently 1 under for the tournament. Water is a feature here at the Copperhead course of Innisbrook Resort, Rich, and it comes into play at the second.
Downhill tee shot. You want to keep your tee shot out to the right as best you can to take out the trees that hug the left-hand side. Green sits well above the player's second shot. They won't see how close they hit it from the fairway.
Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Yeah, she's got roughly 115, I'd say.
That looked a little wayward.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Wouldn't that have been nice? Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Coming up against consistency here. This player's top 10 in the FedEx.
Okay, he's starting this one out to the right and should come back.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Well, this will be a bonus, right on 17 feet from here.
This one to save par.
to sweat over that one. Well hold. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Rich, it's a challenge, to say the very least, the third hole.
Yes, most players aren't going to take out driver as they just want to lay it back of the water that creeps out on the right-hand side. From there, it shortens up the second shot, believe it or not, to a green that pitches from right to left fairly severely. Your misses can't be out to the right with your second shot. That is a no-no.
Well, he made an explosive start to his professional career, put a couple of majors already in the kit bag. He's clean cut, he's fresh, he flushes his irons. There's a lot to like about Colin Morikawa, isn't there?
There is. I mean, straight out of college, winning early before he even had his PGA Tour card. And you're like, you know what? This guy's got some game. And then as we quickly found out, major championships later, he's got a lot of game. And, you know, it looks like he's, I wouldn't say robotic, because that's not the right word. He's tenacious in what he does, but it looks the same the entire time. But inside, his gears are working. He's really out there hitting different shots, different targets, working the ball, you know, usually left to right, you know, a 5-yard or a 6-yard. I mean, he's that exacting. He's one of those players you look at and you're going, no, I don't want to play with him. No, don't put him near the lead with me. No, stop that.
Yep, good putt. She'll be happy with that.
Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Heading to the next hole, and this player is currently in a share of the lead with Tony Finau.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Going with the 5-iron here. That should set up another chance. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
This rival, well, he's currently in the top 5 on the FedEx Cup points list.
That's outstanding. Mark that down on the highlight reel. This putt is about 19 feet in distance. Henny, take us through this putt. What's she facing?
You know, to my eye, it's looking a little left to right.
That's a lovely looking stroke.
Line. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Just a short putt. Closes the work out on that hole. She's in a share of top spot. Stretching out over 600 yards means the par 5 fifth is no snack.
It is. Luke, I rarely say that par 5s on the PGA Tour are challenging, but this is definitely one of them. It's an uphill tee shot and a second shot that is downhill, moving from right to left. That's completely blind for these players. There is a tree about 100 yards out, which is going to be something they aim at when they lay up. Third shot, though, is very basic, down the hill to a fairly flat green surrounded by some bunkers. More than likely, most players are going to have to lay it up on this par 5. Nicely done.
This is her third shot. Currently tied for the lead.
Yeah, this is going to air-nail the flag.
That was a beauty.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. Well, that's criminal. How do you leave that short? Sitting at 1 under after that hole. The tee shot also critical here at the par 4 6th at 455 yards.
This is probably the hardest fairway to hit on the PGA Tour, Luke. This fairway cambers from right to left at a pretty good clip, and unless you work your tee shot from left to right, a high soft shot, you're not going to find the fairway. This is almost impossible. The second shot will be from an awkward stance where the ball is above you or below you to a green that's perched a little bit above the players. Thankfully, though, it's a very flat green.
Time for the second shot here at the 6th. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Not a bad play, that one. A chance to move to a couple under the card with this putt. Penny, what's she looking at here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 26 feet from the cup. If this goes in, it's going to be so satisfying. She could have done much worse from there. That'll play.
She'll take it. Big breaking putt, not easy to read. This is going to be an easy par, though.
And head into the next hole. This player is currently sharing the lead with Tony Finau. Standing on the 7th tee, players get to breathe a sigh of relief having the 6th behind them.
You know, Luke, this is sneaky hard, to be fair. You don't need driver, and so you might get lulled to sleep a little bit by taking 3-wood out just for position. Any misses to the right or the left, and you'll be blocked out by some pretty gnarly trees. The green tilts from right to left ever so slightly, and watch out for those deep bunkers fronting this green. They'll grab your golf ball in a hurry.
What's she facing with this shot, Henny?
And from around 135 yards.
This one could take a little bounce to the left. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Didn't that look good for a long time? "13 feet to the hole." A 7-footer right here.
She's got a nice look at par here.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Trying to update the standings now, and our featured player continues to be in second place, just behind the leader, Tony Finau. Here's a putt to move into a share of top spot on the leaderboard. Oh, so close to a birdie, but that'll be a par. That hole's done. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Ball striking continues to be the order of the day as the players arrive on the 9th tee, a par 4.
Yes, just thread those bunkers off the tee shot somehow with the driver. Second shot is going to be straight back up the hill. And once again, with the pin position over on the right-hand side, players will be unable to see where their golf ball pitches. This is a quality par 4.
This shot is about 140 yards out. One stroke off the lead. Needs this to kick a bit left. That's just inside the range. Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Luke, I just don't see this happening. I tell you, I'd love to see this player prove me wrong, though.
And he's down there. You got a read?
This putt back up the hill, moving to the right.
And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. The back nine at Innisbrook's Copperhead course begins with a par 4.
Straight down the hill these tee shots go. That bunker down the left-hand side should see a fair bit of action. If you leave it out to the right-hand side, there's some trees that are overhanging that will block out your second shot. This green tilts pretty good from back to front.
And Rich, that back-to-back win could be within reach here. This player can just gain a few more strokes on the inward half.
Winning last week, this player's full of confidence, and rightly so.
Going with the pitching wedge here. That one should find the surface. And hitting yet another green here today.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
This one's for birdie. And that will take her to 1 under for the event.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Very few parts of the golf course make you feel comfortable, but chance of birdie at 11.
Finally, we have a birdie hole. Just avoid that bunker down the left-hand side. On the right-hand side of the fairway, you can go ahead and chase one up there. Even if you can't get it on the green in 2, that front bunker is not a bad leave. But beware, there are some trees over on the right-hand side that could block you out.
This is her second here. Currently tied for the lead. That impressed me and her. Oh, that's a great shot and a birdie opportunity coming up here at the 11th. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Okay, this one starts out pretty straight, but it will go left at the end.
I like the look of this. And she has been able to take sole possession of the lead with that effort. Well, a birdie's also in your heart standing on the 12th tee. A short par 4, Rich. Decisions to be made?
Just a long iron or a hybrid for this tee shot here, Luke. Second shot, we're coming in with some kind of short iron to a green that's protected by a deep bunker in the front.
Lovely rhythm there, Rich. That's going to work every time. From around 140 yards here. That'll work. Pin high. Trying to get to 3 under par with this putt. That's disappointing. Just a short putt remaining here. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. And she leads by a single shot here. Lucky 13 for some. This par 3 plays 200 yards.
Luke, I've never seen a green in golf repel more golf balls than the 13th here at Innisbrook. It's like it's made out of Gore-Tex. Golf balls just don't stay on it. It is really one of the hardest shots at this Innisbrook golf course.
Oh, that's a stunner. How well she swing it. Second shot here on the 13th. Oh, that's a tasty looking chip. Top shot.
Great touch.
Just a 4-footer remaining. And a quick look at the leaderboard has this player currently in first spot, with Tony Finau second. The second of the back nine par fives, Rich 14. There's plenty to it.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in two, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The third shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. If you find the fairway with your second shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your third in there close.
Yeah, that one will play. Well, that's right out of the top draw. A great shot from our leader. Penny, take us through this putt. What's she facing?
Just a smidgen to the right, this one.
It's on a great line. She gets that one to go down and she's extending her lead. And she moves to 4 under. And just checking in on the standings. And she continues to lead this tournament. The long par 3 continues to be a feature here at the Copperhead course, and 15's no different.
It is. Thankfully, though, this is the flattest green, or one of the flattest greens on the golf course here. It's basically just a long iron down the hill to this flat green, but don't miss it left. That is no good. Four left.
This is her second shot. Currently leading by 2. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Currently top 30 in the FedEx Cup points list.
Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it.
Looking good.
Go in.
Oh, no.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. She's got this to save par here. And now at 3 under with those finishing holes remaining. Could take it deep here.
And anything can happen down the stretch. Let's see what takes place.
The Copperhead course, the snake pit, we're right in the middle of it.
There's some trees over on the right-hand side that you want to take it just left of to find the center of the fairway. From there, you're going to go in with a mid-iron to a really small green. A high, soft shot is required to hold this green.
And not a good result there. Time for the second shot at the 16th. Opting for the 5-iron.
She has flushed this from the rough.
Outstanding approach shot.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
The rival is ahead of him. He needs to get something together here.
Well, that's a beautiful bunker shot there. And back to the course with the live action. Just 9 feet remaining to the hole.
A little bird tells me this is for birdie.
Mark it down, that's birdie number 5. And that will take her to 4 under. She's currently sitting in first place. The final hole of the Snake Pit, an uphill par 3. Again, 210+ yards.
The final challenging par 3 on this golf course. Good news is, though, is the green funnels in from both the right and left edges. Most shots are going to end up right in the center of this green.
Opting for the 4-iron here. Well, what a wonderful shot into the 17th. It sets up another putt inside birdie range.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
And he's down there. You got a read?
I've had a look from both sides. This is a right to lefter.
It's got a chance. Time to take a look at the leaderboard, and it's a 4-stroke buffer for our leader. We've made our way to the final tee here of Innisbrook's Copperhead course, and Rich, no real reprieve.
Not at all. Tee shots have to favor the right-hand side, staying short of those bunkers down the right. The bunkers on the left will see a lot of action, and good luck getting it on the green from there. This green is probably one of the nastiest on the golf course, as it's got a severe tilt from back to front and left to right as well. This is truly one of the best par 4 finishing holes on the PGA Tour.
Ooh, that was a little bit of an interesting pass at it.
Time to take on this shot from the rough. And the players left with an opportunity to get up and down here from the sand. And that's safely on the surface, but still some work left with the putter. Here's her putt to finish the round and grab the clubhouse lead. Ooh, watch this one break. They're going to like the look of this one. That's in the circle of friendship. She sinks her final putt of the day and grabs the clubhouse lead. That's good golf all round, but we'll have to wait now for the rest of the field to finish up. And Rich, you know all about this. It's hard just to win once on the PGA Tour, but going back to back.
It takes a lot of mental fortitude to win not just once, but back-to-back weeks. Job well done.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Well, it's time to find out who wins this event. Let's head out for the final round. Hello, everyone. Thrilled to have your company this week. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy following the action out on the course. And Rich, it's all set up to be a thrilling day. Our featured player has a rivalry brewing with another player. We'll get into that soon enough. But first, take us through this course.
We're playing golf this week, Luke? Oh, that's right. That's what this thing is out here. Ah, Summerlin. Listen, you know, this is a fun golf course. And I like it, too, because it's in Las Vegas. And there is a little bit of risk and reward to this golf course. There is a little bit gambler's paradise. You know, you can reduce some of these holes down to nothing with good drives by taking them on. And you could also, you know, crap out if you hit the wrong shot at the wrong time. So I think that Summerlin is one of those golf courses when you get on a heater, when you get on a good roll, you can take it as low as anybody. But if those birdies aren't coming early and often, you just feel like you're getting run over.
Lovely effort, that. She's standing over her second shot. That could play. Oh, that's a great approach shot. Always nice to have a birdie putt. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. She's currently tied for second. Rich, the tee shot at the second requires a different shape to the one off the first.
Downhill, dogleg right, par 4. Got to avoid those bunkers on the left-hand side. Fairway does pitch from left to right, so the canyon on the right can see some action. And from there, your second shot is downhill to a green that sits a little bit from left to right and from back to front.
Well, that's a handy shot. Playing this one about 130 yards out. Oh, absolutely flushed. This putt from around 18 feet. Never up, never in. And in it goes. And that'll ensure she stays level with the card. As we head to the third, Rich, take us through it.
Canyons over on the left-hand side must be avoided at all costs. Anything out to the right-hand side is just fine. Challenging second shot over the canyons, over a deep bunker fronting this green. Not much of a target once you do find the green, so anytime you find it in 2, you'll have a decent look at birdie.
Coming fresh off a win, this player's looking to go back-to-back here.
Can't think of any better momentum. Obviously, the player is firing on all cylinders. Sit back, watch, and enjoy it.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
Nicely done. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This putt goes downhill and breaks to the right.
Putting for birdie here. In she goes. Let's head to the next. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Well, let's go back and have a look at the fourth hole. It's quite a big, long par 4.
Yes, down the hill, big bunker on the right-hand side. Those trees on the left also in play for wayward shots. Second shot plays downhill to a green with no bunkers on the left-hand side, but a massive false front over there that must be avoided.
That's a nice looking tee shot, that one. This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker. Only one shot off the pace. Ooh, back there, Horsey. Wow, what happened there?
Airmailed the green with that approach.
Now heading over to Tiger Woods.
Currently top 10 on the FedEx Cup points list.
Can he make one from long range? So close.
He's done a nice job there.
Let's return to live play now. Setting up for her third shot. Just one shot back now. This player sits in second spot behind Victor Hovland. Okay, let's head over to the first par 3 on the course, the 5th hole.
A challenging little par 3 down the hill, deep bunker on the right-hand side that could see a fair amount of action. When the pin's on the left, it's go time. Pin back right, watch out.
Oh, wonderful shot and a chance for birdie at the 5th. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
Looking good.
What a putt that was. And with that, she'll move to 1 under par. Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. Well, the 6th at TPC Summerlin isn't a long par 4, Rich, but it's a challenging one.
No bunkers on this hole, a unique feature. However, desert everywhere. Take out a fairway metal, maybe even low driver, chase it up the fairway. Second shot to a plateau style green. There's a little backstop at the back of this green that you can use when the pin is in the back portion of it.